What's up, everyone? Spark Warrior back here with another deck profile. We're here with our undefeated topping locals player.
Jacob Williams.
Hey, what were you running? And just give us the rundown.
Oh, when I tell you, I don't have a clue how many cards are in this deck because I put it back together like 10 minutes before we started. Sorry. It's a ton of hand traps and a ton of worms. You'll see them.
Alrighty, let's get into it. Alright.
So starting off, this is really the most important part of the deck. We have a ton of hand traps. Played 2 Bell, 3 Ogre, 3 Ash, 3 Nib, and 3 Imperm, because if your opponent can't play, you win.
Basically.
Now for the cards that you actually use to play the deck. We have Ecclesia, which is just, she's ridiculous. It didn't come up a ton today, but the fact that you can interact with fusion summon monsters that your opponent has is just incredible. The second effect that no one ever uses in the graveyard, read your cards, I know it's Yu-Gi-Oh, but do it. So she was something I saw more than anything today, especially going second. And anytime I got her, normally it was at least a 1-for-1, if not better, and I usually won. Also played 3 of the Moye, 2 Taya, 3 Longwan, 3 Emergence, and 1 Blackout, just because going first it's too good not to. I've gone different paths with Taya before. I've done it at 1, but having 2 came up way too often, and it's just really decent because I play the Tenyi engine, so being able to drop stuff is just really nice. But pretty standard Sword Soul stuff.
Right.
Now what really makes the deck good: 3 Ashina, 3 Adhara, 2 Vishita, and then I play the Shathana, 2 Dragon Circle, and 2 Dragon Cycle. These didn't come up as much today. I Dragon Cycled a few times, but I just didn't see them because there's a lot of cards in the deck. Shathana came up a few times just because people forget about it being in the graveyard, and then they'll attack a monk or something, and it's just amazing. I like 2 Vishita because these are really the ones you want to see. 1, because this is a tuner and I play the Hulk package, and then this one is just too good for getting advantage back on the board. So this you could even play at 1 really, but I played Desire, so 2 just seems to be the right number. And it's not a extremely exciting Tenyi package, but I feel like it's the best one right now.
Gotcha.
We have the just generically good cards: 3 Droplet, 1 Desires. When you see it, you see it. I drew it once off of a Moye draw today and immediately drew into 2 more cards and just blew out the game because of it. It's just too good. Drawing 2 is great.
Oh, yeah.
Droplets, I've gone back and forth a lot on Droplets and Forbidden Chalice because the one-off negate with Chalice is just so good when you don't have a lot of card advantage. It came up a few times today when I really just needed 1 more card in hand, whereas a Chalice instead of this would have been better. I almost would say this is better than Chalice right now in this deck, just so you can have more card advantage. Still great in the side deck, but if I had to change things about today, that's the one change I would make.
Gotcha.
And the most important card in the deck, you draw it every single game because you're really good, is Despot 001. This card is absolute trash. I saw it like 6 times in my 4 matches today. It's so garbage. Extra deck is relatively standard, but ratios matter. Herald of the Arclight for the Hulk play, in case you already have something, because so many decks like the graveyard right now. Arclight is just so interruptive. If you're not playing it, it's really worth cutting some other stuff because it's such a blowout. When you see it, you almost always win. Also playing the Yazi, which is amazing. I would love to play 2 just because it comes up a lot. But again, the Hulk combo, you're going to see it a lot. It's just too good, and it's a free win against things like Sky Striker that targeting is just a problem. 2 Baxia, just incredible. Again, it's weird that the Sword Soul stuff is what people call the deck. They call it Sword Soul, but honestly, the Tenyis and the Yang Zings put in probably more work, but that's how you get to them. 2 of the Chi Zhao, standard. You know, searching cards is good, negating cards is good. On Draco Berserker of the Tenyi, attacking is good. Chao Feng is one where I've gone back and forth, but it just seems really decent right now. It's just something where, especially if you can't go into Hulk and you just need something that's going to protect you from Nibiru and you can't go into Baron easily, it's just a really safe way to play. It's just a decent card.
Yeah.
It's the 3 level 10s, all pretty standard. I also have in the side deck Ruddy Rose that I sided in against any deck that was like extremely graveyard reliant, like PK. Honestly, the one I like the least out of all 3 is Baron. She comes up with really, really weak hands. It's almost to tell that if I'm playing Baron, then you know that I don't have anything else, so if you can out it, you probably win. But this guy put in so much work. I drew cards off of him. I burned people. It's just amazing. The fact that you get to draw for free, banish stuff for free, burn stuff for free, this card is absolutely absurd, and he's just
a jack of all trades.
Yeah, he's almost the best card in the extra deck right now. And then simple stuff, 2 monks, and then the Hulk engine. Pretty simple. I would love to play 3 monk. You just don't have the space. Everything else comes up too much. If you want to cut something, 1 additional monk is exactly what you need to add. If you could cut 2 things, then the shaman of the Tinyi is just as good to add as well. They come up a lot, but other things come up just a little bit more. But 3 monk would be lovely. Last thing is the side deck. Just amazing right now, Lancia. I've put thought towards maining it just because so many decks love to banish right now. It's almost impossible not to. I had Effect Veilers to side in for the Flunder matchup because I hate that deck.
It is a problematic deck.
Harpies I've mained before, but I don't know a lot of Mystic Mine players that are local, so I wasn't too worried. But normally I main it just for any sort of random Mystic Mine or random matchups. 2 Cosmics, just a generically good card, and again, against back row, they're great to side in.
Yep.
Going second cards, Talents, didn't see it a lot today, but it definitely puts in work. This is a pretty good format for it because a lot of people just love to interrupt you with monster effects, and it's just drawing 2 cards is great. Evenly matched. It's not even the best format for it right now, but it's possibly my favorite card of all time. The blowout of immediately winning a game because of 1 card is just absolutely amazing.
Oh, yeah.
It's hard for me to not put it in the side deck. I think I've had it in the side deck since it was released. They're amazing. I don't think I even used it once today, but I got a soft spot for it. And then I told y'all I side 1 Ruddy Rose just because, you know, banishing all the cards in your opponent's graveyard is good, and there's times when you can banish everything. And then summon out the Chi Xiao, the one that gains attack for banished cards, and just attack for 1 billion, and it's pretty good.
Alrighty. Well, appreciate the deck profile there. Any shout-outs you want to give?
Yeah, because I'm probably going to make her watch it because I'm a terrible Yu-Gi-Oh player and never win anything. Shout out to my girlfriend Katie, who lets me come every Saturday and Sunday and never mentions it. You're awesome, you're beautiful, and yeah, peace out, guys.
All right. Thank you. Good luck on future duels, and we'll see you all on the next episode.
Thank you.
Bye.